What is up, you icky Ixalanian, and welcome back to HJC Games. You got Hayden here, and we're trying something a little new this time. We're actually doing a voiceover. So instead of trying to do the narration live while I open the packs, we do it afterwards and see if we can get through these packs a little bit faster. But either way, we have Kaldheim today. I know Battle Styles is out, we still have Shining Fates, but we still got plenty of Kaldheim product to go through. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and we're just going to hop right into it. So Kaldheim as a set has been doing really well financially. There's still tons of cards that are worth money. Collector's box, booster boxes still seem to produce a pretty decent amount of value across the board. Not only are the mythics good, but the rares are good. The showcases are good. Foils are hanging in there as well. You're not seeing anything on the common or uncommon front, which is fine. It's expected. But overall, I think Kaldheim is performing a lot better than Zendikar Rising, and that's probably because of the lack um, of expeditions, of fetch lands, which are really what people were kind of, buying them out for and searching for, and that's what was diluting the market for sure. So going to go ahead and get set up here, check a few things out. Snow-covered islands, Waken the Trolls, and I think we have a mythic after this. Oh no, it's just Search for Glory. Bergie's been holding up with a few dollars here and there. Nothing too bad. Redain, another Inga, and Tybalt's Trickery. This is a card we've seen kind of just plummet in price. Before the ban, this card was that card would have been probably worth 15, 20 bucks. I think now it's worth like 3, so it's really been hit kind of hard. Overall, though, it seems that the meta in Magic is still just a whole bunch of crazy Yorion blink control madness. Just, slam value on the board, play Emergent Ultimatum, go to town. Of course, Adventures still kicks around because you can't get rid of Adventures. None of those are particularly good. Those are pretty terrible rares across the board. You can't get rid of Adventures, but I think the value control decks have really kind of skyrocketed to the top here. But like a lot of those gods, I think like even the Showcase Magni is worth like $1 or so. That Showcase Foil Cassima is like $3 or $4, which is, I mean, for a rare, really solid. You were not seeing those towards the end of Zendikar. You had your Skyclave Shade, and you had your Skyclave Shade, and that was really about it. Otherwise, this is a bit of fun sealed set. The World Tree is actually a pretty solid pull there. This has been a pretty fun sealed set just across the board. Just the archetypes in it have been great. Snow is super fun to play. I haven't done a bunch of drafting. I just haven't been interacting with Arena as much. But Snow is super fun to play. That's a terrible pull. Snow's fun to play, but so are a lot of the other sort of archetypes. Like Red Blue Giants is super great. A lot of interesting combos and interactions there, and you get to play cool giants, and you get to play things like Quakebringer, which has cool text. Some of the things that you kind of expect to not get there don't get there. Green White is still Green White. Black Green isn't super great. The overall the Elf's deck didn't really get there. Ooh, Coma. Not bad at all. You cannot complain about Coma. That's, I think, a $20, $25 card. Coma's been just going up in price, up and up and up. In our first video, I list Coma as like $9, I think, and shouldn't have sold it for $9. And ever since then, Coma has just been tearing off. And from what I'm seeing, I think it's entirely Commander. Looking through the Goldfish top decks, you see Coma in like a sideboard card here and there, and that's about it. It's not really one of the main players in any of these big decks. So I think that's actually a pretty good one. Cosmic Intervention. That's like the best one from the Commander list. That was a pretty good set in a row. In Search of Greatness, Full Art, All Runed. Those are all pretty solid as well. But yeah, Coma I think is just pure Commander, but Coma as a Commander is really badass. I can see why people love it in Commander. It's super Commander card. Excellent. That's like 10, $15 right there. A full art foil pathway, always good. The pathways have been holding up well, around $5. Full arts around $10, which means they're holding up a bit better than Zendikars, which is again probably just because Zendikar was a little bit more overprinted, a little bit more overbought because it was Zendikar and because we had expeditions. So overall, this set is way better for value, and it's been a lot more fun to open because of it. There's tons of good surprises in here, and you don't feel like you're just getting tanked all over the board. And you get Snowlands. I'm not a fan of the inclusion of the commander cards. A lot of them are pretty terrible, and you can't even get them in foil, which is kind of lame. That would at least give you something to chase after. It's like the third or fourth Varagoth. Seek is pretty good. But, you know, overall, I like this collector's booster product pretty well here. Pretty well. And I mean, the other things to talk about on Magic News are, of course, the never-ending supply of products coming. Time Spiral Remastered comes out this week. We'll be opening a few boxes of that on the channel. I'll be saving a few for sealed. Strixhaven's coming next, and for Strixhaven, we're going to kind of do something a little bit different. Instead of opening a whole bunch of collector's boxes, we're actually going to open more set booster boxes and less collector booster boxes. I really enjoyed our opening of the set booster box, and I kind of wish we had done a little bit more of that. The list is super fun, and I'm just kind of getting tired of foils. Ooh, full art Doomscar. That's really nice. Just these foils curl like crazy, and they're such a pain in the ass. You know, I do have a method. Ooh, Toski's good too. I do have a method for trying to prevent them from curling, but it's a whole ordeal. Reflections of Litjar also isn't too bad either. And that's a solid little token. It's pretty rare that you get the Planeswalker tokens. Those are the mythic level tokens. And tokens do actually have rarity, for those of you who don't know that. Like your Human Warrior tokens and your Beast tokens are going to be your most common, and then the Planeswalker emblems are always the rarest. But you can't really sell tokens just across the board. No one actually cares enough to buy out a token, not even the ultimate collectors. So it is what it is. But Strixhaven should be good. Ooh, foil Goldspan Dragon. Goldspan Dragon is another one that has held up and gone up in price just over and over. And a borderless pathway. Not bad, not bad. So far, this has been a really good opening. With a Coma and a Goldspan Dragon, like, can't really complain so far. And plenty of solid $2 to $6 rares across the way. That's how you break even in this sort of collector's box, I would say. Um, but that's really it for Magic. Magic is kind of calming down. We'll see how things go with Time Spiral. Time Spiral won't shake up any metas or anything because no cards change legality or anything. Um, but it should at least be opening or interesting to open. You know, got that going for it at least. Haunting Voyage. That's beautiful card, not worth anything. Um, and Skimfar Avenger also not very good either. But I think so far our borderless foils haven't been great, but a lot of other stuff has been really solid. And I think we've got about 4 more packs left. And in terms of like collector boxes, we actually have a lot of collector boxes left. This is only the 3rd one, and I've got 10 overall, so we'll be doing those sort of slowly while we wait for Strixhaven to come out and to kind of spice things up between all the Pokemon we'll be opening, because I still have tons of Shining Fate. So I'm going to try and start getting a few more uploads in, since I just have so much product, and I really want to just get it all out and about. But, you know, a lot of that will depend on my overall motivation and editing speed and all of that. So no big promises, but we'll see what ooh, nice, nice, nice. Full art foil. That's kind of the nice thing about doing these voiceovers a few days after you open them. I've actually kind of forgotten what is in. Ooh, actually, there's only 2 packs left. I've kind of forgotten what's all in all of these, but I do know there's one more awesome surprise waiting for us that I do remember, because it was a first of pulling that card. But on Pokemon, battle style stuff is really starting to roll in. Got some ETBs in today. Got a couple booster boxes in earlier in the week. We'll be getting even more booster boxes in eventually, and loving battle styles as a set. Such a fun opening. Nice, another pathway. And we'll be sticking and focusing on battle styles quite a good bit. I think I like it more to open than Shining Fates, actually. And that's what I was talking about. That's what we want here. Vorinclex Monstrous Raider Showcase Art. This is like a $40 card, I think. Maybe $50 card, something crazy like that. It's not as crazy as the Phyrexian one, but it's still like, and there you go. And a $15 full art borderless foil Kaya right after it, because this collector's box really popped off. Really popped off. Um, Speaking of which, my last sealed pull, or 2 sealed pulls ago, I actually got a borderless Tyvar and a borderless Kaya in it, so that was a pretty good one. Paid for itself pretty quickly. But really enjoying battle styles, just because, like, as cool as the shiny Pokemon are, there's so much great playable stuff in battle styles, and battle styles is just so awesome. It's just, there's just so much going on there. There's so many cool new mechanics. There's so much craziness. Like, it's such a cool set. So I'm really excited for battle styles, even more so. We got the double tap. We got the Svella foil, the Svella showcase double tap. Gotta get one of those. It's not an opening without it. But really excited for the meta to shift because of battle styles, which will be happening tomorrow, actually, Thursday. Or today, probably when this video goes up. And there's our last card, full art foil Realm Walker. And that's going to close out our 3rd collector's booster box. Solid opening, really, really solid opening. Great mythics, great showcase mythics. Some okay borderless foil rares. Overall, they kind of pick up at the end there. And just great rares across the board. So, closing out, as always, you can buy these cards and so many more cards over at hjc.cards. Anytime you buy cards from us, it helps us out so much. So please head over there, check out what we've got, and make a purchase or two. But other than that, I'm gonna do what I always do, and I'll go ahead and tell you to have a good night and be good to one another.